Hi. So I feel like I've made this video like a dozen times at this point, but I'm hoping this one is the one that sticks. I really just want to get straight into the point about what this video is about. So if you don't remember me, I used to make videos mainly centered around my Marine Corps service. I've been in now for 7 years and 2 months. I'm exiting the military this year. I'm an administrative specialist, so I do like personnel clerk work, and I am finally getting out. I think in previous videos I may have mentioned how I was gonna get out, but I wasn't sure and like whatever, but no, it's official. Like, I've signed on the dotted line that this is what I'm gonna do. I've applied for and received 100% of my GI Bill benefits. And I'm getting out, I'm doing it, I'm scared like a mother. I'm excited too, I'm equally excited. But with that being said, I just kind of want to go into the how, what, when, where, why, all of it. I have my notes in hopes that I'm not going to fall off the topic. Look how pretty she is. I just bought her, actually. She's so cute. She's rose gold. I'm going on terminal leave August 18th, and I'm going to be sitting in class as a full-time student come August 21st. So I will have a 3-day weekend to dye my hair, pierce my nose, and etc. to like really just live it up. But really, I'm gonna dye my hair. Like, I'm so excited. So the first thing I have on here is that I'm leaving the military. So I have already kind of said that. I decided to get out, guys. Like, I'm out. I'm done. Like, for those of you who know me in real life, for those of you who, you know, don't know me, you've just watched my previous videos, like, I have always been up and down about whether I was getting out. I've always said, like, oh, I was going to do one enlistment. Ended up re-enlisting. If you know what it is like to be enlisted, you know that things can change on a fucking dime. Like, one day you're like happy, motivated, excited to be here, and then the next day you're like, get me the fuck out of here. You're counting down the days. For me, the only reason why I would stay in at this point in my life and in this time in my career is because I'm scared. And I knew that the only reason would not be enough for me to feel fulfilled. I don't believe that the job I do right now as an administrator, for the next 13 years, it would not fulfill me. I knew that 2-3 years ago. I knew that. I was like, yeah, this job, what I do, this like day in, day out, it's just not gonna make me happy. And I want to do something for the rest of my life that doesn't make me happy. And that can mean something different for everyone. Some people, providing for your family makes you happy. Stability makes you happy. Me, myself, and I is what makes me happy, and I want to give her everything she's ever fucking wanted, and that's on period. It would be, if I stayed in, it would simply be because I would be afraid of being broke, being homeless. I'm adapting to that concept through proper planning, and allowing guidance, allowing people to tell me what mistakes to avoid. I'm just like a sponge to it all. Like, if you think that this would be a great piece of advice, I'm gonna listen to it and I'm gonna write it down because I want to know, honey. I want to know. One of my biggest fears, other than the obvious, you know, income, insurance, all that kind of stuff going out the window, it's just like being without community. I know a lot of people get out, become veterans, and they don't know how to be an individual because all they know is the institution and the mission. And when you don't have those things anymore, you don't know what your purpose is. You lose that purpose, to be quite honest. For me, I have been able to really meditate and pray on it and just know that I will always find a reason in this world. I don't know who I am if I'm not Sergeant B. Hill. That's something that I realized literally like yesterday. I'm in a course right now called Transition Readiness Seminar, which is why I felt compelled to do this video right now. because yesterday I was sitting in my car and I was thinking about it, and I actually got emotional, and I started to tear up, and I started to like almost cry a little bit. What I've known is my Marines, the Marine Corps, the 1st and 15th, honey, 16:30 and chow time. Like, that's all I've known. And now it's gonna be like Vanessa. Who the fuck is Vanessa? Like, Vanessa who? I'm gonna try not to cuss so much. I'm sorry. Like, who's Vanessa? What is she like? What does she want to do? What does she want to pursue? I've changed my degree twice. And I've changed my school now 3 times. But I'm set. Like, right now I'm pretty content. I'm pretty sure this is what I want to do. I've decided to get out of the military. I will have served 7 years and 4 months when I walk out of that. When I walk out of that government building with my DD-214 in hand, I will have served 7 years and 4 months. And honey, every day counted. Every day was enough for me, and I'm good with that. It's funny though, because like I actually requested an early termination date because of the semester starting August instead of September. I thought it was supposed to start in September, but I guess it started in August. I'm still learning the whole like college thing right now. So originally I was good to get out at my terminal leave date, but that changed once I saw my schedule. It was going to be August 21st. So I had to switch everything up. I had to do a whole request. They approved it like literally within a week. And, which just means that that's a possibility. If you're like terminal leave and all that shit does not work out, they will allow you to get out of the military early in order to, pursue your higher education opportunity, which for me is going to a 4-year university as a full-time student, and that's what I'm going to be doing. And that just kind of brings me to my next point, which is I'm going to be a full-time student. I'm not going to have to work, except I will, because a full-time student is work, baby. It's not that easy. So for me to be like, oh, it's, not even a job, like, I know that's not realistic, and I know that's not going to be the case, but I'm so excited to not give a shit about anybody else but myself. Like, that is like really great. Like, all I've known is get the mission done, counsel my Marine. All I've known was fit into a mold and be that. I'm doing all of this as a 25-year-old. I'm single, no kids, never been married, never even had a boyfriend. And I'm just like finally in a place where I'm content with that. There's a moment, where I feared that I wasn't enough. And this video is kind of like, I hate talking about this like online right now. It's kind of weird and icky, makes me feel a little icky. But I want to be honest, because like that is where I am mentally. Feeling comfortable with the changes that have come, like I've experienced, and the changes that will come, and just not having a partner. I think some people get out of the military and they're married and they have a family and they have this like strong, I guess, they have a rock that no matter what, they just have these people who love them unconditionally, and it's like awesome. Just like decided that my life is going to be for me. I just feel like if there was one thing I could tell my younger self, it would be that you really can be happy just like this. Because when I was like 18 to 22, everyone thought it was so weird that I did not give a shit about relationships, and I didn't go on dates, and I didn't do any of that. Everyone thought it was so weird, and I think there was a moment where I just felt like maybe I should be doing the whole relationship thing, and I ended up being really, really unhappy entering that stage. And having survived, I use the word survived for a reason. I have survived, honey. And now that I've survived, I'm like, oh no, there's nothing wrong with just being with your friends and being in love with your friends. Like, I'm truly in love with my life right now, and I think that has a lot to do with my friends and how much I love them. They are incredible people through and through, and I truly feel that they believe that about me as well. And I don't think I don't think I've really had that ever. So if I could really just say anything and hope, like, you know, watch this video back and remember this period of my life, it would be how happy I am, how fulfilled I am, how excited I am for my future, and that as scared as I am, believe me, as scary as it is to exit a world that you've known since you were a kid. Literally, I was a kid when I joined the Marines, and I'm 25 now. Like, I'm not the same person that I was, and that's so. My goal in life now is to just pursue a business degree in human resources and hopefully find a position where I can continue this passion I've always had, which was to help people, and maybe one day, you know, get my PhD and actually be able to counsel and do all those things. Hopefully, I'm not gonna promise anything, hopefully I'll feel comfortable and compelled to make those videos and talk about that. And if not, then maybe in 3-4 more years I'll come back on and tell you how it worked out. But getting out of the military is about to be the hardest thing I've done since I got in. My biggest thing I just want to leave this video with is don't be afraid to do the thing you really want to do. And don't stay where you are because you're afraid you're gonna fail. And I feel like everyone says that, but in this situation, the situation is very unique. You know, becoming a service member as young as I was, I have all this experience, right? But I don't have like real world experience. I just have military experience. And to me, at 25, most 25-year-olds that I went to school with have their bachelor's working on their master's degree, if not, you know, received a master's degree. And I have been very good at not comparing myself to the men and women who have educated themselves and decided on that path, because I knew at 18 I was not ready for that. I'm happy that I didn't try to pursue an education that young. And I hope that with each step I take, I can sort of talk about it on here and then maybe shed some light on it and make someone else feel a little bit more at ease. And maybe in doing so, I'll be more at ease, but we'll see. So that's all I wanted to say in this video, and hopefully you guys got something out of it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you for watching.